definitely saving that for the year.
All right, so it says we're being live streamed. I'm going to go ahead and record. Perfect. All right. Welcome, everyone, to The Word is Right. Tonight's show is so amazing. The double feature is Baba Ngoma Hill is here tonight. He is, of course, the author of I Didn't Come Here to Tap Dance. It is an incredible book. I'm trying to get it to where it doesn't have the glare on it, but probably is not going to work with all the tech in front of the book. But it is a beautiful book. And I had the opportunity to meet him in person in New York City last year, so I'm so excited about that. So yeah, fangirling a little bit. All right, some announcements. Next Saturday, we have Skyza Lemet, who is here double featuring with Prince McNally. Awesome. I cannot wait for the two of them. Got to meet Prince McNally in New York as well. The January 28th, we have Tori Letts and poet Sophia Falco. Sophia's put out her fourth book. We're getting ready to put out her fourth book. She just won a big award as well. So we're super excited to have them here. February, we have William Washington and Mr. Speaker will be here. They're going to be doing a special duet show. It'll be, instead of two 20-minute sets, it'll be one 40-minute set between the two of them. It's going to be fun. February 11th, we have Jeff Taylor and Namu from Australia. The 25th, we have Kendra Murphy, who is My K Nichelle on Instagram, and Gifted. Moving into March, we have Tab and Arsene and Rich Boucher and our very own Nemo Soom, who is in the room, will be March 25th. And into April, we have Stacy Dyson and Diosa are going to double feature the 22nd. Pam Rice and Bram is going to be here April 29th. So a lot of things are happening. And as far as Moist Mondays, January 23rd, we are featuring Mojave, the leader for the Honey Drippers. So if you're into erotica, that is the second and fourth Monday night here at Word is Right. All right, so that is it for announcements for upcoming stuff. Don't forget, movie night is the first Saturday night every month. We also, oh, no, that's not the end of the announcements, because guess who has joined our team?
Your audio cut.
Poor Marissa and her internet, I swear. It's Jane spoken word, guys. I don't know.
No, we can't hear you.
No, it's bad. What? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Was I right? Was it Jane spoken word?
Yes. Sorry, this stupid device, sometimes it's not always the fastest, and so sometimes the audio drops. But yes. So we're welcoming Jane Spoken Word here to The Word is Right. She's going to be doing a show twice a month, and it is actually a really awesome concept where she puts 5 poets in a room together, and we're all riffing back and forth off one another. And so it's a lot of fun. If you want to get a spot on her show, you got to let us know. But we're excited to be launching that. It'll be the second and fourth Tuesday night of the month, starting the 4th Tuesday of February. So you got to be ready. That show is coming down the pipe. Tori Letts' Poets Anonymous starts this coming Sunday as well. And Shaki G, who is in the house, she leads our Out Loud podcast live show. That is the first Sunday of the month. If you're interested in helping be a co-host or a feature or a contributor to that, let us know as well. She also does the newsletter. So if you have anything important you'd like to include it in the newsletter, for sure, hit us up. And of course, if you want us to add you to the email list, we would love to do that as well. All right, so tonight's a very small list. So I've got Michael Sindler, Nemo, Gustav, and Shaki. If I missed anyone, let me know. Typically, the way that this works is we'll go 20 minutes on the open mic and bring up our first feature, and then we'll go back to the open mic, another 20 minutes, bring up our second feature. It's a pretty small room, and unfortunately, we're missing Avotcja tonight. I hope she's okay. I hope she's maybe able to join us here in a little while. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of run through the list. We'll go to, we'll go Michael, Nemo, Gustav, because I know Shaki's going to need some extra time anyway. So we'll bring up Ngoma and have him do his set, and then we'll go back to the open mic list and Anyone else who joins us can get on it. If you would like to read a second time, that is fine as well. All right, so ground rules for this evening. Let's go. Let's stick to like 4 minutes on the open mic. Our feature has 20 minutes. I'm not going to time anyone, okay? I'm not going to buzz you or be a jerk and knock you off. But if you want to know how much time you have left, I'll give you a ballpark figure. Content, anything goes on this platform. This is a live poetry open mic. You can say dick and shit and pussy and all those great wonderful words. The only thing you're not allowed to do is bring any hate speech whatsoever. If I feel you're a threat to anyone in this room, you will be gone, baby, gone, and not allowed back in. I run a tight ship, so please be respectful, but let's have fun and let's have a really good time. Being that it is a live poetry open mic, you might hear a lot of things, so just prepare yourself, take care of yourself. Trigger warnings are not required, they're not mandatory. However, if you want to use one, we'll support you and champion that effort for you, but please just be aware. This is fucking live poetry. All right, here we go. I'm gonna open with this new shit. I wrote this last night. I hope you enjoy. It is titled Red Card. The body keeps score. It remembers every kiss, every slap, every apology, every cut and bruise, when we cry and laugh, when we dance and fall, skin our knees, the cold shoulders and disease. The body keeps score like a tree. It keeps careful records of the world around it. Every drought, every rainy season, every infection and infestation. The environment counting on its catalog to go back and figure out why the forest up and quit. The body keeps score. Every hurtful word welded to our bones, torch in hand, sparks deliver showers of shiny fire reminders that we are permanently incomplete now. Dissected decisions that the disease should be expelled through bone loss holes, drilled to repair the ability to handle humanity. My body keeps score, keeps a Rolodex of woes.
Your sound just went out. Marissa, your sound just went out. No. Yep, still can't hear you, Marissa. She's in a bubble.
Those weren't carved on the.
There you go.
Did you lose me again?
We lost you for a minute and now you're back.
All right. When your initials weren't carved on the kindling crisis of my bark heart, in a time I still believed in sunshine. And no one will know except the loggers when they come to carry me home beneath a green blanket of Chopin playing chainsaws that even make my demise desirable. No one will know because my bones will be buried behind sheetrock and paint, or left in some clearance bin with a green spray paint mark to end up some side project. Even then, no one will wonder why the dark line lingers in the cut zone of my bones. No one will ask how did it come to this? And ultimately, the score won't matter because there are no winners. When the daily reminders of your absence are in the heavy silver chain around my neck and kaleidoscope of clinking stones on my wrist we were supposed to split. It has all been for nothing. At the end of the day, the forest has been decapitated and you have destroyed me. You win. Poem. All right, let's go. All right, we're gonna go. Let's go on this open mic, y'all. We got Michael Sindler and then Nemo.
That is a killer last line.
Yeah, it really was. Just hit hard. Well, it's good to be back here. Been a long time. I'm going to, as opposed to the often moist atmosphere around here, I'm going to go with a sappy start. And this one's called Surpass. I miss my cat almost as much as I miss you, but that would be impossible to surpass. I miss the sun almost as much as I miss you when night is long and cold and I can't sleep. I miss feeling at home almost as much as I miss you, but that would be impossible. You were my home. I miss my heart almost as much as I miss you. It's been hard to find without your light. I miss being loved almost as much as I miss you, but that would be impossible to surpass. And another sappy one here called Poorly Hidden. It's poorly hidden in every poem. Each dedication and declaration always shakily underlined the current on which every verse flows. It's an open secret, an embarrassment of sorts, albatross perhaps, or nightingale, a broken-winged dove, a sly, shy fox standing at a self-determined distance. It's poorly hidden, easily found. Letters falling in random order form your silhouette on page. Pain, pen, portraiture, imprecise poetic impression. Poorly hidden, you know it's you. And a little different, well, not that different, but little different. This is called Pick the Pepper from the Stew. I tried to pick the pepper from the stew so I could sprinkle it on something new. But you can't pull a seasoning from the past and put it on the tongue or plate. Once it dissolves, it simply will not wait. Its subtle fragrance is too delicate to last. The precious saffron blossom of desire turns bitter when held too close to fire, a waste of effort for the farmer and the chef. The rows of spices resting in clear jars, voices of flavor plucked from near and far, trapped too long, become a song without a breath. I tried to hang a picture in the air, hoping that it would return my stare, but the gravity of the moment let me down. What remains in time is invisible, and yet we think we see just what we want to get. Leaping to reach, we only touch the ground. The portrait we remember posing for, time spent that once seemed such a chore, an image precious if only half remembered, days and weeks waiting for paint to dry, shadowed ghosts reflected in our eyes, or a lost map to unrecoverable treasure. I tried to distill wine from vinegar. The astringent, bitter taste had no allure, but at least there is some sweet left in the sour. I tried to pick the pepper from the stew so I could sprinkle it on something new. Delicacies stay fresh, but for a fleeting hour. Do I have time for one more shorty?
Sure.
Okay. I want to change the mood here. This is called Who's in Charge. I have a cat named Mr. Who that I serve as an attendant to. Every morning of every day starts in the exact same way. My cat will jump up on my bed, lay himself atop my head. In my ear, he softly whines, telling me it's feeding time. Until I rise and make his meal, he'll make sure I have to deal with clawing motions on my chest, making sure I get no rest. With no regard for personal space, he sticks his tail end in my face. I know that his loud meow means, "Not later, servant, feed me now." Once my feet have hit the floor, he makes sure I know what I'm here for, scampering over to his empty dish to demand I give in to his wish. There's no doubt who is in charge, though he is small and I am large. So every morning, without fail, we recreate this familiar tale. Thank you, everybody.
Yes. It kind of reminds me of that new Tom Hanks movie where that he gets that stray cat and he kind of bonds with it and it, yeah. So let's go. All right. We have Nemo and then Gustav, and then we'll break for Ngoma unless Shaki is really itching to read in the first round. But usually she wants extra time. So you just let me know, Shaki. Okay, so are you ready to go, Nemo?
I am. I have a micro triptych, and then if there's time, I've got a short poem. Watching the light crawl down the walls of the labyrinth of his childhood, Icarus waits for noon. The warmth on his face is no replacement for the love his father gives his work and not his son, but it's something. The boy knows if he ever gets his freedom, he's going to find a way to be closer to the sun. Prometheus sat staring at his ankles like he usually did about this time of day, but he heard the clink of chains like his, but far away, now drawing closer, and he wondered if the eagle was coming early for the first time in as long as he could remember being. But wings don't make metal sounds, and time brought workmen round the corner with a prisoner in tow, chained already but not fastened like Prometheus to the rock. And then he was mounted to the boulder next door, and Prometheus couldn't take his eyes off the younger man's chest, glistening with sweat, and never forced to stitch itself back together again after its contents had been ripped from it by the scion of someone else's justice. His lungs unpierced by razor talons to mercifully end the screams as if anyone was still listening at that point. And Prometheus looked into eyes full of hope and realized that the gods had made good on their promise to find a way to punish the man who believed enough to be willing to suffer.
Oh
I know
man.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, keep going, Nemo. I just want to say I'm giving you love, man.
Oh, okay, thank you. All right. I know the ascent all too well. Slopes painted with my spent blood, scattered with the shredded banners of past rallies. It's my heart's deepest desire to get to the top of the hill. But there's this boulder, and it is with me wherever I go. Pushing the great rock upwards has carved grooves in the dirt. Sometimes I follow them. Sometimes I make new ones. And sometimes I want to change the path, but the boulder gets stuck in the ruts. I find myself having to repeat a route I know will end in failure. And I'll watch the boulder roll back down, crushing everything beneath it, bringing me back to the base, looking up, feeling broken. I've gotten to the top before, but the last time I found a wicked man whose face I've seen in the mirror. So I pushed him, and I felt him fall, and I dreamt that my world was tumbling, and I woke at the bottom feeling scared. This time I'm keeping my head down, staying focused on the work. I can feel the weight of the burden shifting as my will grows stronger, and the climb begins again. Thank you.
I remember like you doing the Sisyphus workshops with guerrilla poets. I'm sending this to Stacy Dyson to see if she wants to come through. I think she would enjoy tonight's double features. Oh, good. Here comes Avotcja. I think a lot about your workshops, Nemo, and how they've impacted me and
Good.
my thought process and what I think about things like Sisyphus and yeah.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, we've had some incredible workshops together. It's a great community that has grown up around those.
Right around with the COVID and everything, right? The pandemic.
Yeah.
I'll be leading Guerrilla Poets workshop Thursday night, and we're going to be doing talking a little bit about what happened to Damar Hamlin and his heart stopping on the field and then being revived and being then of course discharged from the hospital within 8 days. He died and came back, and how the world had changed right when he woke up. If you consider his charity is like over $8 million, and how scared everyone was for him. So we're going to talk a little bit about legacy and second chances and that type of stuff in the workshop. So if no one's doing anything Thursday night, come through. Welcome, Avotcja. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you were able to get in. Michael Sindler is a little bit excited. So I think you definitely have something. He has some sort of magic over him, which is awesome. So let's go. We have Gustav. And then we're going to break for Ngoma, and we'll bring him up. And then we'll go back to the open mic list for a few. And then, oh, good, here comes Stacy. And then we'll bring up Avotcja. And each feature, again, just a reminder, has 20 minutes, more or less. You can always ask me how much more time you have, and that's fine. Welcome, Stacy Dyson. All right, the Magus Gustav Salas.
Greetings, everyone. I have one piece for right now. This is called Freedom. I wrote it for New Year's theme, Martin Luther King Day tomorrow. The fascist right hates freedom. It's true. They want to control how you do you. Gay or trans, they hate your life. Accuse you as groomers. The hypocrisy's rife. Florida is grooming children to be haters. Erase the history of racism and gay rights for gators, and turn women into slavish breeders for moronic white male bottom feeders. Freedom most fundamentally means to control your own body. It's just what it seems. The right is wrong and their freedom is a lie. Don't tell me otherwise. Don't even try. I've had quite enough of their freedom charade. If you vote for these fools, you got played. As long as freedom is the right to do as you will, as long as you harm no one or kill, smoke them if you got them and fuck who you want. Freedom is something we all should flaunt. If Martin Luther King were alive today, I don't presume to know what he would say, but I do know he would be for human rights and real freedom for all to reach new heights. Thank you.
Let's go. Oh, let's go. Everything you do is great. I love your voice. I love your tone. There's no one else who's like you, which is so special. Oh, good. Here comes Jane's spoken word. So I'll buy us a few minutes while Jane gets in so that she can hear you as well. But yes, thank you so much. I am excited because Gustav is in the gun violence anthology. So is Shaki G. So are 70 contributors got into that book. So it's a super exciting thing. Oh no, we lost Jane. We lost Jane's spoken word. All right, so here's what I'll do. I'll read Baba's bio as we hopefully can get Jane back in. Here we go. Fabulous. All right. Ngoma is a performance poet, multi-instrumentalist, singer, songwriter, artivist, and paradigm shifter who for over 50 years has used culture as a tool to raise socio-political and spiritual consciousness through work that encourages critical thought. A former member of Amari Baraka's The Spirit House Movers and Players and the contemporary freedom song duo Serious Business, Ngoma weaves poetry and song that raises contradictions and searches for a solution to a just and peaceful world. Ngoma was the Prop Slam winner of the 1997 National Poetry Slam competition in Middletown, Connecticut, and has been published in African Voices magazine, Long Shot Anthology, The Underwood Review, Signify and Harlem Review, Bum Rush the Page, Deaf Poetry Jam Anthology, Poems on the Road to Peace, Volumes 1, 2, and 3, Yale Press, and Let Loose on the World, Amari Baraka at 75. The Understanding Between Foxes and Light Great Weather for Media and New Rain, Blind Beggar Press 35th anniversary issue. He was featured in the PBS spoken word documentary, The Apropos with Allen Ginsberg. Ngoma was selected as the Beat Poet Laureate of New York for 2021 by the National Beat Poetry Foundation. His newest work, I Didn't Come Here to Tap Dance, a poetic memoir, is a collection of poems spanning half a century, inspired by a commitment to the Most High to create art, to raise socio-political and spiritual consciousness, and to encourage critical thought. You can find him Facebook, Ngoma's World, Worlds with a Z, Instagram, BABA_NGOMA. And of course, his Cash App is NGOMA07. This is his book. I didn't come here to tap dance. If you've not had a chance to pick this book up, please do so. Unmute your mics. Give a huge round of applause for our first featured reader, Baba Ngoma Hill. Woo, woo,
Oh,
woo.
yeah. Woo!
Yep.
You're muted.
Oh, well, sometimes, you know, I feel like a motherless child. Oh, well, sometimes, you know, I feel like a motherless child. Oh, yes, sometimes, you know, I feel well, like a motherless child, a long way from home, from home, from home, a long way from home. I didn't ask to come here. I was kidnapped. Tied up, tied down to the bottom of a slave ship, transported like cattle. I didn't ask to come here, feed a slave to last forever. Ask Grandmother on the bumpers, ask Philip and L, ask Rodney King. I didn't ask to come here. Nobody asked me if I wanted to be a citizen. I didn't hijack a boat to come to these shores, lose my name, my religion, my ancestors, my land, my mind. I didn't ask to integrate nor assimilate. No more auction block for me. I didn't ask to be American. At least not the ones that bombed Hiroshima, killed Vietnamese babies, spread man-made diseases, spilled blood and guts in the name of the cross, the lash on the gun, stole the Indians' land, leveled the Holy Land. And before I'd be a slave, I'd be buried in my grave. I just want to be accepted in the human race with peace, love, justice, and equality.
Wow. Thank you.
Freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. Over me. And before I be a slave, I'll be buried my grave. And I fight for the right to be free. Where I come from. I come from back of the bus and colored water fountains. I come from segregated toilets and no niggas or dogs allowed. I come from segregated and unequal schools with hand-me-down books. I come from sit up in the balcony. I come from you can't buy a house in this neighborhood. I come from you can't eat at this lunch counter. I come from go around the back to get your food. I come from picket lines, bus boycotts, and fire hoses. I come from freedom rides, freedom songs, and jail cells. I come from we've been abused and we've been scorned. I come from we shall overcome. I come from Blackfish raised high, Little Bobby Hutton, Fred Hampton, and George Jackson. I come from street fighting and rebellion, San Quentin and Attica, Black Panthers, Young Lords, and free breakfast programs. I come from runaway slaves. I come from Amiri, Baraka, Simba, Chunda, and Watu Wazuri. I come from poor libations on ancestors' graves. I come from the struggle to be free, to be free. Where were you when the king of love was killed? April 4th, 1968, the trigger pulled, the bullets cried at 6:01. Heartbeat ceased at 7:05. Lorraine was the woman scorned. It was Bluff City, the place that Elvis ruined. St. Joseph could not save him. The evil was not bluffing. The digits were against him. The math total equals 6. The number for sacrifice, the number for caring, the number for healing, the number for teaching others, the number for protection, but he left his juju home. Peace and harmony forsaken, conspiracy completed. The bullet was no love letter. Destiny was his appointment to protest inequality incinerated. Garbage men and their mothers mourned with the rest of the world. A young draftee, I was in the barracks, looking at my reflection in newly spit shine boots, pondering how soon I might get sent to Nam when the news broke on the radio. A redneck muttered under his breath, "Good, the nigga's dead." It was at Fort Pricks, AKA Fort Dix, when the lights went out and the riot started. I don't remember how long it took for the MPs to break it up. The next day's training was how to quell mob violence. I stood firm with the brothers who resisted and decided not to go. Here we go. Sorry, poem got lost. Poem before I'm censored. I'm here to say what I probably can't say without my name being added to a list. But secretly, it'd be like Nazi Germany up in here, and everything is being recorded. There's a dragon and a bear waiting for the eagle to fall. But the bear stepped in a pile of quicksand, and democracy teeter-totters on the edge of disaster, praying to Jesus. But Jesus didn't pay the phone bill, and it seemed like nobody's home, while civil war looms on the horizon, and the megaverse already poisoned by Twitter. And speaking truth to power might easily have one labeled anti-Semitic. But Joe's six-pack missed out on critical race theory. It's only taught in college. So the truth was omitted from his storybooks. And Semitic is beyond understanding to a sixth grader's reading comprehension. Nobody told them that the war between the states is over and they lost. So January 6th was a warning drill for the future. And I just want to know, are you paying attention yet? I'm not too sure about the Holy Babel, but the Ukraine sure seems like Armageddon. And the Proud Boys insurrection seemed like a good rehearsal. Gentrification is warfare in these yet-to-be United States. Iran executes women for not wearing hijabs. They call it crimes against God. But there's blood in the water. Is that not a crime against God? There are riots in Peru. The gavel gave Gravedigger something. So what can be done since Roe is dead? After all, Tom S. Clarence judged it. But what could you expect? After all, his wife is melanin deficient and thinks the election was stolen, as the White House is in disarray, and we wait to see if Trump will skin and will be convicted. Common sense left the building a long time ago. Now I'm wondering what the king would say, and where's John Brown when you need him? We are not minorities, but oppressed nationalities. Millions at the border trying to take their land back. So I think they're scared of us. Will that stop genocide? After all, has there ever really been peace on earth? When guns are outlawed, only outlaws will have guns. But how will the gunless be protected? We best pray for the day when armies refuse to fight. Oh boy. How am I doing for time?
You have 5 more minutes, more or less.
More.
Don't feel pressured to stay within those confines. It's a small room tonight.
Aye. So I usually bring along a lot of toys, you see. This is a 3-string cigar box guitar. The 3-string became popular around 1835 when Africans were brought here without their instruments and they had to make do. This one's kind of, it's got a pickup and stuff on it though, so it's considerably more fancy than what they play. Didn't come on the Mayflower, came on the good ship Jesus. I'm a star Clotilda, Henrietta Marie, chained down and shackled, Glory Taylor me in the castle, copper and Manila, sugar and tobacco. You ain't paid your dues. You ain't paid your dues. You ain't paid your dues to sing my blues, to sing my blues. Stopped on Ebo Landing, try to walk on water. I'm a runaway, I'm a renegade, I'm a son of a dusty daughter. You ain't paid your dues. You ain't paid your dues. You ain't paid your dues to sing my blues, to sing my blues. Denmark, Vesey, and Charleston, Nanny from the Maroons, Nat Turner and John Brown, Harriet Tubman, Freedom Bound. You ain't paid your dues. You ain't paid your dues. You ain't paid your dues to sing my blues, to sing my blues. We're from sun up to sundown, black babies sold by the pound, ancestors buried in hallowed ground. You ain't paid your dues. Whole world seemed like a big plantation. I'm just trying to get my reparations done now. You ain't paid your dues. You ain't paid your dues. You ain't paid your dues to sing my blues, not to sing my blues. A little something, you know. Let me see what else I can find right quick. Let's see. Same damn poem. I feel like I'm writing the same damn poem, like a Groundhog Day moment. You could just read my old poems, insert the change of names. All time is now. There will always be tomorrow. Only the shape shifts. You're looking for revolution, but revolution only goes in circles. So here we are again, stuck in this rut, pushing uphill stones that roll back like Sisyphus, wondering how to get off of this treadmill some call life. All time is now. History absent-minded of recent memory. How soon we forget war is profitable, not a mystery, a pestilence brought over with manifest destiny by those who thought land and people could be owned. Everything is change, so why do we deny that Mother Earth is purging? Some have prayed for change for eons, but change may not fit the combination to your bank account, and the password is elusive. Perhaps love is the winning combination, but all we see is destruction instead of the realization of evolution, and that love is the resolution of contradictions. But for now, I need to know who's listening, because I feel like I'm writing the same damn poem. One more quick one. Ooh. Whoa! Why I don't slam. I got real shit to say. There's no system that can judge it. It's unjudgeable. Unjudgeable may not actually be a word. Most of the judges that slams don't know shit about poetry anyway, and depending on the venue, may be drunk. A lot of what I have to say will piss you off. I like to win, and I don't give a damn about the score. I don't care about your sex life, nor your sexual preference. It's not my business. It's not up for discussion. I've been in this spoken word game too long to give a damn what you think. Poetry is not a popularity contest to me. My tolerance for bullshit is limited. I'm allergic to bad poetry. I'm not a therapist. If I were, I send a lot of poets a bill. My poetry has a real purpose. It's not a pickup line. I'm giving you my opinion, but opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. This poem doesn't require a score. It's unscorable. That may not be a real word either, but this poem isn't competing for a prize. Okay.
Oh my God, let's go. Oh, let's go. You guys unmute your mics. Give it up for our feature, Baba.
Yes. Oh my
Oh,
God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
That was
Whoa.
just mind-blowing.
That was
Yeah.
dope.
What a
Thank you
set.
so much for being here and laying that on us. Oh man.
Thanks for having me.
He says, I got real shit to say.
Yes, you do.
And
That's for sure.
Ben's saying it for a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah, still doing it. That's the thing.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. If you have not had a chance to pick up a copy of his book. I didn't come here to tap dance. Please, please do. It's a sensational book. I've read it from time to time on my Instagram show. I absolutely love it. These are almost, they should be required reading in school.
That's
Many,
not a bad idea at all.
right? The true histories will be unfolded in the books of poets. So truly, we ought to be looking to continue publishing books, especially those that get banned. Let's keep publishing the banned books, y'all. All right. So, you know, if we had the, where's my phone? If we had the hat, if we were in a cafe or brewery or a coffee shop, we would have the hat that's going around, and we would be offering up donations and asking for tips for our features. This is a free show tonight. If you did not if you were not moved, right? If you were not swayed at all, what did Stacey Dyson said? You need a doctor or a coroner, right? She's right. Yeah, absolutely. Check to make sure you have a fucking pulse tonight, because that was just sensational. I think it was five or six different instruments that I counted. Just wonderful, absolutely sublime demonstration of music and spoken word. Baba has a Cash App. It is NGOMA07. If you do not have Cash App, if you only have PayPal, message me, let me know. And you can PayPal us and we'll send him the Cash App. So very, very easy. There's really no reason why someone shouldn't be able to get a tip to the feature. There's 12, 13 people in the room. If everyone, you know, gave each of our features $2, $3, $4, $5, that's something. That's not nothing, right? Sometimes we feel we have to do a lot each time there's a feature, and that's impossible for us to do. But if all of us come together and everyone just do a little, that is a lot for the poets. You know, buy them a gallon of gas, buy them a cup of
I'll
coffee.
put in the chat how you can get the book.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the link in the chat for the book. Your bio is on the Facebook page. So if you're wanting to read about Baba and find his social media links, they're all on the Facebook event page for today. You can see all of that. All right, we're gonna keep moving right on. Generalissimo Brian Franco. Well, I saw him. Is he? Yes, he is here. So G, I'll add you to the list, and we're gonna keep rocking and rolling. We have Shocky. Stacey Dyson's voice is out today, but I'll cover something short from the beginning of her book to honor her and her presence here tonight. We have James, spoken word, and then we'll bring up, well, okay, so Generalissimo, since he's here. G, if you don't want to read, let me know. And then we'll bring up Avotcja, our second feature this evening of open mic. You got about 4 minutes, so, you know, not forever, but don't do a long monologue. Shocky, you ready?
As ready as I'm gonna be, I guess. Baba, I don't get starstruck often, but oh my God, like, thank you for your performance. It was inspiring and just beautiful. Like, I'm just in awe, in awe. I don't even feel like I should be reading after that.
You definitely are deserving to be here, Shocky. So let me just affirm you in that. So yes, please share when you're ready.
Yes. So the first piece is called Reunion. Despite what you may have heard, the cookout is not invitation only. It is a family reunion. What I mean is, just because you have been invited does not make you family, does not give you the right to tell me who I am or how I should feel. Your ability to electric slide comes as no shock to me. It's the audacity in which your words dance off your tongue as if they have a place here. And no, the person who invited you has always been the black sheep. We barely wanted them here, but again, they are family. At this cookout, we have the right to grill whatever and whoever we want. I want to know what side of history your mama's mama stood on, if your granddaddy ties his overhand knots too tight, or keeps his matches in a box next to his crosses. It is nothing against you. Just don't want the cookout becoming a picnic. You understand, right? How a two-step can become a march, how music isn't always a party, we just always find a reason to sing, how the cookout is really a euphemism for a revolution. Or did you just come here to dance? The way they've always danced, on our graves, our hopes, our dreams. Or are you willing to fight? I hope you are ready for the smoke. Let me fix you a plate. I know you are coming to eat, but here's some food for thought. A space is only as safe as the people you let in. Shit, even heaven has gates to protect its doors, and who's to say it's not one and the same? And the second one is called Astronauts. I wrote it yesterday at Guerrilla Poets. I miss the days flying to the moon on playground swings, just astronauts on an adventure, where stress was nothing but a word mama used when frustrated, and you, weightless as a balloon floating in your own innocence, could never find the gravity behind it. But you will, and the weight will come crashing down. Houston is not the only place with problems, but you are the only one in control of the mission. Do not destroy whatever is left. They say even when you miss, you will land amongst the stars. That is only if you leave the atmosphere, and most fear flying. Did you lose your sense of wonder? You cannot spell forgiveness without learning how to give away the parts of you you left behind, scattered across a sunset. You leave the playground and join the concrete jungle gym where space comes at $100 per square inch if you're lucky, and the stars are only found in the twinkle of your eyes. But do not forget how swings become spaceships, how small Earth can be when standing on the moon. Thank you.
Oh man, Shocky G, you guys. You unmute your mics, please. Give it up for Shocky G.
Shocky!
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh,
Always.
yeah. All right. Woo.
Welcome, Unmesh Mohikars in the house. I got you on the list, Unmesh. Awesome sauce. All right, so in lieu of Stacy Dyson's voice being out of commission this evening, she's requested that I read a Karen poem for you, which I fucking love these poems. They're great. And then it'll be Jane's spoken word. Generalissimo, let me know, please, if you are planning to read tonight. If not, we'll break for Avotcja, and then we'll go back to the open mic list. All right. This is from Stacy Dyson's book, Lovely and Suffering. It is an amazing book. Please get it. The poem is titled Karen. Your mammy done left the building. It is for Brenda Aguirre. Step 1, make it all about you. Step 2, do your best to justify your ignorance, action, lack thereof, or faux pas. Step 3, cry. It's supposed to make me feel bad. I am so tired. Step 4, get defensive. Step 5, self-deprecate just a little. Step 6, cry again. Let your voice go up half an octave. The cell will be stronger, not more convincing, just more noticeable. I am so tired. After all, this is all about creating tension and getting even more attention, right? Step 7, use the code words. We're all sisters. I do support your people. I'm not a racist. Invoke the husband, best friend, former enamorata, current partner, so that we know you have been liberal in public. And that makes it real. Hence, only the Lord can judge you. Step 8. Keep up now. Look delicate and hurt. Get that lip eyelash action going. Voice quaver. And step 9. Cry. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of white women's tears and affirmations and denials and cries of no substance that cost you nothing but a little cheap makeup and some stinging in your foot where you stomped it too hard. Black and brown girls get the taste of their own tears slapped out of their mouths on the quick by mothers and aunties and grandmas who refuse to let us roll tongue and savor what the world is ready to crucify us with. We don't display those tears for just anybody, which is why when you get a sister to show them, you better get right and give your soul to the Lord, because it's about to get so deep you will most likely not be coming back alive. We have long known those particular waters are a rare resource. We don't use it up. We don't drag it out for everybody. Y'all are wasteful, disrespectful, and ignorant. splashing those tears about, wasting them on nobody cares and shut that noise up. I can't be a sister to somebody who cries over a word or an unfulfilled wish or evidence that she is weak and wrong and not getting her way. I can't be kin to someone who so carelessly weaponizes what I had to bleed out for the right to own. Step 10. Hear me. Hear us. Hear the voice of every Black and brown sister who has done time in person, in emotion, hearts operating on maybe, hearts we've had to patch with prayer and pain and promises. Step 10. Hear us. Don't nobody care if y'all cry. My sisters and I are too busy using our handkerchiefs to bind the wounds of the world. We have neither time nor inclination to wipe your face. Poem. There you go. I did not bring it as well as Stacey Dyson would have, but hopefully she's proud of me. So let's go. All right. We got Jane's spoken word. Generalissimo. We'll break for Avotcja, and then we'll bring Unmesh up as we go back to the open mic list and whoever else joins us between then and now. So Jane, whenever you're ready, if you're there.
I'm here and I'm ready, and I am so stoked. It was unbelievable to hear Baba Ngoma. I just have been a fan for so long. I'm a fangirl. I'm wordless for a minute anyway. I'm going to do a piece from my book, Word Against the Machine. So it's called What is Wrong with People. When I first started writing it, it was maybe a paragraph, and now it's a couple of pages. So I'll shorten it. What is wrong with people? Women and children are running in fear from men so cruel and anger-fueled, committing atrocities that bring us to tears, killing one another over man-God rules. Men in soldier suits with guns and tanks, and men with lies upon their lips as they drank to bloody victories of now and then. Men in fresh pressed suits, making war, pushing paper and pen. Didn't you hear what Marvin said? Mercy, mercy me, when will it end? In the cities they run past the bullets that fly, or lost in the desert they waste away and die of thirst. When ancient water jars are burst, where children are bought, fucked, and worked till they're dead or they're grown, it's a planetary shame on you. That's all about skin tone. Cambodia, Rwanda, Sudan, Tibet, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Ferguson, Baton Rouge, Charlottesville, and the rest. The list goes on and on and on. Haven't you had enough yet? What is wrong with people? Oh, haven't you heard? Their God has instructed them. They got the word. To reap the rewards, you must kill the infidels, blow them off the face of the earth, and send them all to hell. And to all you good people who love the sinner but hate the sin, preaching from your pulpit, spewing lies from deep within of hate and intolerance, though Jesus loves you nonetheless. You think you're on the highway to heaven because your sins in the dark you did confess? In the name of a Muslim jihad or a Bible-thumping Christian crusade, as long as it's your version of God, then you're happy, regardless of the mess that you've made in your God's name. Hindus, Muslims, Christians, and Jews all throw their dice in vicious war games. The wrath of God, an eye for an eye. Millions of dead motherfuckers just the same. When you get to the gates of your vision of heaven, will your God make you pay for all the death and destruction and hatred of others? What will your God say? All the wars of all the gods, of all the religions will fall upon deaf ears when we realize that we are true spirit beings without the religious fears. I'm reminded of a line I believe George Carlin said. Do you believe in God? Answer yes. Then please do move ahead. Do you believe in my God? Answer no. Then bang, you're dead. Peace, y'all.
Damn, let's go. Jade spoken word. Woo!
Thank you. It's a privilege
Amazing,
to be
Jane.
here with Baba. Thank you so much.
And don't forget, Jane has a new show starting in February. It'll be the second and fourth Tuesday night. It's going to be amazing. And it's not like any poetry show that's out there. So you really want to plug in Word is Right and get involved with her show. She's just spectacular. And her book, of course, Rage Against the Machine is Word Against the Machine. Fuck my life. I do that every time in my brain. Word Against the Machine is just amazing. Yes, all of it. Let's go. All right, so we got Generalissimo, Brian Franco, and then we'll bring up our second feature, Avotcia's in the room. I know everyone's fangirling that she's going to be reading. So, all right, G, are you ready?
Yes, and I'm fanboying that Avotcia's going to be reading.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I am big on Nomadic Press, and she is such an incredible storyteller like no one else. I dig Avotcia. Anyways, let me just go ahead and I'm going to read the first poem I wrote today in Tumble Words with Kelly Marion McAllister. It has no title yet. Silence is never silent. Silence can scream, silence can cry, silence can laugh. When we refuse to talk, we communicate like a staccato Gatling gun, destroying all in its orbit. A stare, a roll of eyes, a sigh, arms crossed, fingers tapping nervously, lips tucked, toes tapping on carpet. Every gesture, every slight movement is the telling stories that are never verbalized. Novellas are written without pens or laptops or metaphors or denouement or foreshadowing, casting shadows across memory and history. And then I'm going to read this piece that I pulled out before Jane did hers, which makes it all the more appropriate. Or can I just have that? Hold on. I got to pull it up again? Okay, I'm sorry. Here we go. It is titled Snake Handling 101. My body is no longer made of blood, skin, and bones. It is composed of words, an awkward array of grammatical errors and run-on sentences coiled around my identity like a Burmese python, squeezing out every ounce of life, readying me to be eaten whole. Fingers and toes are clever little rhymes. Arms and legs are profound metaphors of life-changing events. My synapses are made of like and as. My nervous system is a smorgasbord of scrambled similes. When I get cut, I bleed axioms and idioms. When I eat greasy food, I fart adages and quotable quotes. Every hair on my body is made of ed and ing, participles hanging and dangling from precipices of impropriety, waiting to fall into chasms of criticism. My ears are periods and question marks that hear too much for their own good. My left eye says hello, my right eye says goodbye, so no one can tell whether I'm coming or going. My nose sneezes snot that screams shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, because the late, great George Carlin taught me a little dirty don't hurt nobody. My lips never know when to stay shut, while my teeth are exclamation points trying to make the world a better place. I'm a poet. I don't have to follow rules. I invent words. I don't always capitalize beginnings of sentences. Sometimes I don't capitalize at all. Sometimes I don't punctuate. My sophomore English teacher, Marie Gonzalez, would have a field day with her little red pen. She was a less than mediocre teacher who only excelled at emotionally abusing students. There is no way she was a poet. Zen did not exist in her disposition. And unlike her, I enjoy the field day that is the English language with its endless mazes and optical illusions with no solutions. Mrs. G could go fuck herself and her army of Burmese pythons. I will defang and devenom each one with one silly pun and turn them into lapdogs. Gracias, everyone.
Let's go! Generalissimo Brian Franco. He's got a show here, Word is Right too. He does the first and third Monday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Cafe Generalissimo. So don't miss his show. You can learn all about how to fart out lots of stuff. Sometimes that's what winds up happening with his poetry, and we just love him. All right, so let's go. Our second feature tonight is Avotcja. Oh my God, I know I'm fangirling. I know Generalissimo is fan twinning out there. Michael Sindler's been just fanning all night long. Stacey Dyson and I know Jane Spokenword are fanning, even though we can't see their faces. I know that they're fangirling. So I'm very, very excited to bring these two featured readers tonight to the Word is Right. Avotcja is a poet, playwright, multi-percussionist, photographer, and teacher. Avotcja has been published in English and Spanish in the USA, Mexico, and Europe. She's an award-winning poet and multi-instrumentalist. She's a popular Bay Area DJ and radio personality and leader of the group Avotcja and Modupe, and my apologies if I mispronounced that, the Bay Area Blues Society Jazz Group of the Year in 2005 and 2010, facilitates La Palabra Musical, the music of the word, the longest running multilingual poetry series in Oakland, California. Avotcja teaches creative writing and drama and is a proud member of DAMO, Disability Advocates of Minorities Organization, Penn Oakland, alumni of California Poets in the Schools, and is an ASCAP recording artist. Her latest book is With Every Step I Take Two. Please unmute your mics. Give a warm welcome to our second featured reader this evening, Avotcja!
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I'm so honored to be here, and I'm so honored to take off this spotlight thing because it's really unnerving trying to read, and I'm looking in my face. So here, good, I'm in the gallery. Baba and Ngoma, I have loved your work for quite a while, so finally got a chance to hear you, and I'm really honored to share the same stage, even if it's only virtual, with you. And the poem that you wrote on Slam, amen. That's all I can say. Anyway, I'm not knocking, it's room enough for everybody, but I know I'm not into a poetic boxing match type thing. So some of my stuff I'm going to read from my new book, and maybe a couple that aren't, and hopefully some of it talks to you. The name of my book is With Every Step I Take Two, and that's a metaphor, the title of the poem itself, because anybody that knows me, I've been in a wheelchair, electronic wheelchair for quite a few years now. And so it goes like this, shortest poem in the book, but the title tune. My feet stand in dreams, run circles around the lakes in my mind, climb tropical hillsides, inside forests, hidden behind the tenements, and dance all sweaty, a passionate urban exorcism wrapped in cortijo magic. My feet swim through concrete and drink the wind. They sing low-down blues tunes and pray with jazz bands. My feet are poems. Every inch on my road a chant, a sacred inspiration, a song. And with every step I take, I create and create and create and create and create. This next poem is called Oaktown Blue. When I came out from New York up to the West Coast, I was originally in Los Angeles, and all the gigs were up here in Northern California. And when we moved up here, I met a guy called L.C. Goodrock Robinson, who should be a household name, but because he was rather soft-spoken, he didn't make that. But he was probably not only one of the greatest musicians that's ever lived on the planet, he was a walking history book, and especially when it came to blues. And he introduced me to the real Oakland and the blues scene in Northern California. This is called Oaktown Blue. I want to take you there because I live in West Oakland now. West Oakland at one time was the only place to be, and now it looks like a bomb hit it. And so I dedicate this to West Oakland that was, the West Oakland that is, and the West Oakland that's trying to come back. They came on foot, by car, riding hope, on horseback, by train, on the plane. They came wearing faith pockets full of dreams, running from cotton fields and chopping cane. They came running. knowing better was waiting, carrying their whole lives in paper bags, carrying guitars on their back sacks full of tall tales and blue songs of a home they knew they'd always miss, but swore they'd never go back to. They came by ship, discharged scars, wounds no time could heal, released from military hospitals on West Coast shores they'd never even seen. Battle fatigue, confused, feeling used, and they came in droves from the wars, shell-shocked and tired, looking for a home, and when they didn't find it, they built it. On any night in West Oakland, you might run into migrant workers straight out the cotton fields of Georgia, strutting their stuff and partying and bumping and grinding alongside of armies of ditch diggers, tradespeople, and unemployed PhDs who were never told they were unemployable. Saints and sinners from Texas and Mississippi, from Arkansas and Virginia, Maryland, the Carolinas, and even the West Indies, all dancing away their rage and sadness hidden behind memories of clouds of cotton and buried beneath too many mounds of sugarcane and tobacco leaves, a frustrated fury gladly forgotten and left behind to rot in deserted plantation fields. And you could hear the relief in the clubs as Big Mama Thornton took her crown and gave Oakland everything, everything, everything. Women gave us everything, everything she wasn't allowed to give in the South. John Lee Hooker brought the boogie out the Delta, and Bob Giddens, Ivy Joe Hunter, and Charles Brown gave us smooth. You could go right down the street and get yourself some of Beverly Stovall, Sonny Rose, Jimmy McCracken, J.J. Malone, or the sophisticated sweetness of Jimmy Witherspoon, or the raw passion in L.C. Goodrock and Robinson's blues violin, or get your inside dripped out and put back together again as Etta James and Sugar Pie DeSanto tore the roof off the house. The blues didn't just slip into the Bay Area. It was like a cloudburst. The blues came in waves, powerful waves, waves as subtle as a tidal wave and as painlessly as a pregnant woman in hard labor. The blues came in oversized, raggedy overalls, sometimes sport evening gowns and three-piece suits. It came furious, luxurious, jubilant, overworked, and underpaid, running from the Klan, holding on to everything they had, while others just looking for something to hold on to. The blues came west looking for freedom land. LA, Sacramento, and San Francisco had that big city thing. Folks rocked in Russell City. Vallejo had its scene. Richmond had a kind of smooth Chi-Town sounding thing. But if you wanted a gut-wrenching, soul-taking, down-home blues, you know, the kind of church and your mama both warned you about, the kind of blues that made your hair stand on end and snatch you out of chairs and made you shout and jump like a fool and dance like good old makes you want to holler kind of blues, you don't have to come to Oakland. Oakland. I said Oakland, the blues mecca of the West Coast. See, it was as wild and sophisticated as you were. Every place a different personality. Every night was party night where you could romance and grind and whine and cry about what you didn't have, or brag and be loud and proud and sure of everything you did have, and talk about everything you wanted to be at Slim Jenkins Club, Esther's Orbit's room, Ruthie's Inner, Eli's Mile High. Every night an exorcism where another demon was put to rest, where you were free to be real or be downright nasty. You could show your stuff till you were wet with sweat at the Rum Boogie, Christie's Grill, the Palladium Club, and all the nameless hidden around the clock juke joints. And the blues came down like rain. It fell down on everything, fell down on Oakland where blues was king. And then they came. I said they came and knocked down the cafes. They tore up 7th Street. They closed the clubs, promised jobs and schools to uplift and save. Then they took the hood and left a wasteland full of restless spirits, ghosts. Ghosts running loose. With plenty of reasons to sing the blues, but when everyone else goes to sleep, you can still hear them. J.C. Burris, Dottie Ivory, ZZ Hill, Mississippi Johnny Waters, hear them singing. Their sounds written all over every building that seeps up out of the ground you walk on, and it's yours. Little Johnny Taylor, Johnny Horseman, Percy Mayfield, listen, they tried to free you. They tried to hear you with their blues so strong, even Willie Bobo was singing Never Go Back to Georgia. Buddy Ace, Little Willie John, Cool Papa Sadler, Brown and McGee, Lady Margaret, Lord Folsom, they'll always be here. They refuse to disappear. Nothing can stop it. Gentrifiers can't block it. The same folks that dance from the blues scene into the mambo sessions and back again at the California Hotel now run the Dorsey's, Locker, Bluesville, Sweet Jimmy's, and the Fifth Amendment. The same people and their children are bringing in the new. Queen Ida came two-stepping out the bayou, leading the Zydeco parade, and Sugar Pie DeSanto and John Lee Hooker never grow old, and still right on top of our totem pole is Lady Bianca and Jesse James, E.C. Scott and Al Vaughn, Sister Monica, Bobby Webb, Gwen Avery, Little Frankie Lee, and Billy Dunn, Wiley Trash, Faye Carroll, Willie G, Frankie Keller, Johnny Talbot, and Ronnie Stewart leading the caravan of all-stars into tomorrow. It's in the air we breathe, and it just keeps on coming and coming and coming and coming and coming and coming, and nobody can stop it. Other folks can keep their big heads stuck way up in the clouds. But when it all comes back down to earth, the prize is ours, and it's our jewel, and it's still coming down, Oaktown Blue. Hey. And this next one is called Cactus Flower. Some of us as sisters have been misunderstood. And yeah, we're strong and we're tough. We had to be. That's why we raised all these handsome and strong brothers like Baba and Ngoma and what have you, because we are strong and we are tough and don't take no crap. And so it works for us. And so I dedicate it to all those folks and my dear friend who I haven't seen in a while, Jacqueline Yvonne, great poet in her own right, is here. And I want to dedicate it to her and a whole bunch of other folks out there. It's called Cactus Flower, or La Negrita del Nopal, the cactus. A remarkable plant, sister to Black woman who too has been made prickly and hard on the outside, but somehow still remains on the inside soft and gentle. And where there is no visible water, you can always drink from her, for she is a reservoir of water and life, even in the driest and deadliest of deserts. And when you need protection, you can always depend on her, for she is as dangerous as the angry machete. And when hunger strikes, she is the finest and tastiest of foods. She is at the same time both medicine and nourishment. The cactus is strong and unbelievably adaptable. It is impossible to destroy her, as she is self-sustaining when necessary. She leaves her seed anywhere and her children grow under any and all conditions. She blooms in both the snow and the nighttime, and her flowers are always beautiful. She is indomitable. All this is to say, congratulations, my sister, Cactus Lady. You deserve 2 awards, one for your art, which feeds our soul, and another for your cactus-like endurance, which feeds our dignity and pride. Go on, Mama. You have spread your seeds well. One of the things, the greatest crimes that's been done for us as a people is we have the audacity to call ourselves a minority when we're one of the 2 largest majorities on the planet. And so we are convinced, you know, and it's only in this country that Black folks don't know about Black folks anywhere else, but Black folks everywhere else know about us. So I want to dedicate this to the Black folks from Argentina. There's a dance form, a music form that you all know, we call it tango. There is no such word as tango. And tango is a word that comes from the Congolese Delta, and it has something to do with dance. And at one time, the Black population of Argentina was more gigantic than the European population. Unfortunately, most of them got murdered off. But right after slavery, they developed a dance form and a music that was a craze, which was against the law and considered pornographic and is seen. Some people even got killed for doing it. Guess what? Tango. Not only is tango now the national dance and music of Argentina, but they've done it with a lot of stuff. I won't even go into the rest of it. This is a poem I wrote for them. Ombligado means a contraction of the word ombligado, which means like navel to navel. And it used to be used as an insult to describe that form of dance. But now it's used as a compliment for the few Black folks that are still left there. Ombligado in Argentina, it means navel to navel in Argentina. And in my book, it's all in Spanish and all in English, but I'm going to do what my friend Sandra Garcia Rivera calls a mashup. So I'm going to mix it kind of up. But you'll get the message. Ombligado en Argentina. Yo recuerdo la danza mística en la música sensual y el sabor a cuerpo sudoroso. El ambiente de nuestro orgullo arrogante. Creatividad completa desenfrenada. Fuimos guapachosos, bailadores negros. Celebrándonos en templos del solar yo, recordando los días estáticos, bailando contigo libre, auténtica, una esclava de nadie, tú y yo, una pareja conectada eternamente, bailando, obligado, un ejercicio a pesar de una sombra de la esclavitud, colmada de una libertad inconquistada, bailando, adueñarse de fiebre apasionada, frenéticamente, pero suave y sin vergüenza, remembering. So remembering those far away days like a flood of memories and a waterfall of truth. Memories. Tearing up the silence of historical lies, unforgettable days that haunt me, echoes of painful sadnesses. I remember those bloody days in our Africanizing nights in secret sanctuaries, undercover happiness, forbidden joy, dancing, navel to navel, dancing in safe havens covered with tears. I remember the dusty, muddy dirt of our dance floors and the price we paid for the right to dance. I remember the magic of those nights full of stars, nights completely drunk on dance, sacred memories of an unforgettable legacy, you and I, 2 rhythmic volcanoes, 2 dark rebels, 2 Black spirits older than time, dancing navel to navel, our holy ritual against the divine law of the lawless. And I remember you in those days, dancing like we were out of our minds in the alleys, proud disciples of the church of dancing navel to navel, right in the face of the evil ghost of slavery, dancing with you, and your bigger than life spirit, you and I, you and I, we were one body, one heart, one inseparable soul, you and I, bathing in the moonlight, one unconquered couple together forever and ever dancing navel to navel in Argentina, y te recuerdo tú y estos días, bailando como locos en los callejones, discípulos atrevidos de la iglesia de bailando obligado a pesar de la fantasma diablada de la esclavitud, bailando contigo y tu espíritu inmortal, tú y yo, tú y yo fuimos uno, un cuerpo, un corazón, un alma inseparable, tú y yo purificándonos en la luna, una pareja inconquistable, tú y yo purificándonos en la luna, juntos en espíritu para siempre, jamás, bailando y bailando y bailando y bailando y bailando. Obligado a Argentina. All right. My mother and father both dancers, and I've worked with a lot of dance companies as a musician. So I write a lot about dance. This is called wind dance. When the wind dances, time stops and the trees sway with her. And every blade of grass bows down to her, and old paper spin and fly in the air in her. The hats jump right off the heads of bald-headed men and follow her as far as they can follow when the wind dances. Shh. Stand still. Take a peek as she turns the comfort of your world inside out and aggressively wrecks the peace of an otherwise quiet destiny. Or let her pamper you, spoil you rotten, feel her dancing wildly, enticing, teasing, warning, laughing, gently swaying, or playing deliberately sassy, disturbing games in your hair, and enjoying the unexpected chaos of every second, the strength in the power of each and every second of making you face the predictability of the unknown. Shh. When the wind dances, be still. Feel her dancing boldly, sending chilly fingers right through your clothes, but don't tell anybody, don't say a word, don't move. Shh. When the wind dances, even I sing for her to move to, groove to, fallen leaves went around in circles on the ground, and last winter's kites laugh again in the heavens, while a million skirts climb the very healthy thighs of a million rhythmic goddesses who can move like the wind does when the wind dances, if they stand real still, just long enough to feel her as she passes, when the wind dances and dances and dances and dances. Shh. Let me see how I'm doing on time here. What do we got going? Oh, so how much time do we have?
Got all the time you need.
Yeah, you have plenty of time. Feel free to take another 10 or 15 minutes, Avotcja.
I'm not going to take 10 or 15, but I'll take some more time. Okay, this one, where is this thing? I want to do this one. Ay, Dios mío, that's not it. Where's, oh, here we go. This one here, the ghetto, wherever the ghetto happens to be, can be kind of rough, but there's some amazing love stories that happen, and this was one of them when I was living in the projects, and so happy to be there because I was crazy in love, young, crazy in love, and you know how that goes. But maybe you know a few of you have been there. It's called Sanctuary, or Cantos que me curan, songs that heal me. Screaming gently comes the night, and again I face my soul and laugh. I weave musical webs to trap the stars, casting nets of doo-wop, cool bop, bomba, jazz, and blues. A determined seeker of your mix of sweetness, an uncaged night bird, flying freely, ascending, blending, reveling in the amazing acceptance of your black bliss, free. Free like the wind is free to catch the moon, and I am drunk on tunes of darkness and drunk on songs of you. Screaming softly creeps the night softly, gently like the cat. And I am free of daylight's terror, free to be me exploring a galaxy of you, finally free, finally me. Free of the faceless toxicity of workaholic horrors. God, please don't make morning come too soon, because daylight always brings down the sorrow of urban sun shining on the coldest of me, buried in the concrete, just an artificial plastic covered world without you. And crueling loudly comes the dawn, the sun withers me just like a weed. The workplace night lights outshine your beauty. The smell of morning garbage kidnaps the scent of you. Once more, that same old 9 to 4 or 5 horror screams and tells me I ain't nobody, ain't no good till the sun gives up its shameless fight and nighttime speaks the blue-black truth. Heals me with pure, undiluted power, intoxicates me on the promise of your warm presence, then pulls me into the darkest darkness of your bluest blues. I know tomorrow may outshine this evening. The morning madness shrieks its cruel alarm. Day breaks, just a ruthless clock, an inescapable reality bomb, delivering gloom and doom, but soon. Screaming gently comes the night, softly screaming comes the night. When the light of chocolate heaven again descends, and just thinking of you is enough to keep me high. Drunk on the thought of the taste of your touch, grinning from ear to ear and living for one more dose of the liberating security of your rejuvenating darkness, and I'm free. I say I'm free, home again. Finally, really free to be me, intoxicated on anticipation and completely drunk on songs of you. Anyway, let's see, where do we go from here? As a musician, I get home really late, and I'm about 2 years older than dirt, and carrying all these instruments and stuff, it makes me a walking target. And no matter what city or what country I'm in, it's always 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. There's these 9, 10, 11-year-old kids out in the streets. And so I wrote them a love poem basically to win them over, because I didn't want one knocking me upside the head to steal my instruments. But they taught me a lesson that was unbelievable. These kids are unbelievably organized. And the poem, while I gave each one of them on my corner a copy of the poem, and they put it in all these street newspapers. And a month after I wrote the poem, I got off the board, which is like the subways out here, downtown San Francisco, and this cute little chubby Chinese girl threw her arms around me, "Grandma!" And I thought she was crazy. But that girl blew my mind. She wasn't crazy. She had memorized this poem. I wrote the poem. I have not memorized. It's a longer poem. I have not memorized it. She knew the English, the Spanglish, the Spanish. She knew every word. And she said something that changed my life. She says, "Thank you. Nobody ever," let me take this off. She said, "Nobody ever talks to us." And so I'm going to tell you that, because I think some of us have forgotten that these children are children. And I was raised to believe if a child is an age group to be your child, that is your child. And we have forgotten, and we make fun of these kids, and they are seriously hungry and seriously dangerous because they're hungry. So because of that one thing I did, I couldn't get out of my car after that. I couldn't get out of my car with a loaf of bread without having 20 little gangsters run up to help me. They became my best protectors in the neighborhood. And I'm not saying that denying all the horrible things that they did, because kids can get pretty out to lunch when they're out there like that. But all I did was write them a love poem. Say hello. You don't have to take them home. Say hello. Maybe even buy an extra sandwich or two. These are kids. Anyway, so I wrote this love poem for them. It's in Spanglish. It's called Street Children of the Night, para los chiquititos de la noche en cualquier lugar, or for the little teeny, teeny, tiny children of the night, anywhere. Black and brown children of the night que ya nada, ay Dios. Black and brown children of the night que ya no saben nada de jugar, mis niñitas de la calle. Queridos morenitos whose ideas of having fun got swallowed by the darkness. If I could, I would wrap you in sunshine. I would hold you close and fold you in these arms and caress whatever's left of the child in you with lullabies. I would like to cover every injured inch of you with home-cooked self-esteem and better deseos bacantes. I want to fill the hole that hurt dug. Take my hand and I'd swim defiantly through the fires I held for you and with you through the mugre of disrespect. I'm a hard-headed kind of lady and I just can't see myself giving up on you. Somos lo que somos, you and I, para nosotros, somos todo lo que hay. We've been fused together by history, por lo bonito, los sueños robados, like spiritually in the maze of our destiny. Oye, mis negritos, mis pequeños callejeros, lo necesito. The truth is, I know I need you. Y yo sin ti soy nada. And if I had a chance, I'd refuse to turn you loose to see till you were so in love with yourself that self-destruction would disintegrate under the pressure of your presence. And you were so secure in my love for you and so sure the splendor you had become that even the sun would lay aside his arrogance just to get a chance to reflect the brilliance of your essence and bask in the bold truth of your integrity. En ti. Vive una verdad real, yo sin ti no existe ni un sendero de la esperanza. Oh, say, can they see you, my beautiful wild lotus flowers? If I could, I'd bathe you in a sea of rose water. I'd convert your waves of pain into an ocean of pride and faith. Yo te pido, dame un chance. Please, please, please let me in. I promise to do the very best I can, even if I have to wake the dead and conjure up our ancestors with. I'm not too proud to act a fool, get down on my knees and holler and scream and beg all the spirits of goodness to intervene, to blow away the fog of this man, distrust, sanctificar tu lágrimas, and dissipate the rage burning behind your eyes. So together we could wash away the centuries of emasculating doubt and defeminizing lies and have a little fun to learn the brand new game called demolishing walls of self-hate. Children of the night, mis niños de la calle, I want the stubbornness of my love to help you turn on all the lights inside your soul. Tú eres mi sangre. I will not allow the streets of any city to steal you. You, like a lotus blossoming in the night, mis queriditas, alma de mi existencia. I will not let the cesspool of Fulinga make a fast food happy meal of your dreams. Chiquito de la esquina, you are our only wealth. You are the most beautiful part of me, and I'm not about to let you go. I will not permit the hungry stupidity of greed to feed you to the streets without putting up a fight. Amorcito perdido de la noche, if I could, I would pave your path with sawdust and massage your mind with a steady diet of just how important you are. Make sure you know you're too damn important to let the world just throw you away. It's my job to remind you on a daily basis this crazy old lady is here to stay. I'm still here, staying and praying and praying and saying and praying and praying and praying and praying and praying. You let me in, mi cielito negritito de la noche. I'm talking to you. Can you even hear me? It's all tomorrows that you're throwing away. Queridos nenitos de la calle. I'm still waiting. A stubborn old lady with a heart full of love, standing in the shadows. I'm waiting on who you could be. I say I'm waiting on who you could be, waiting for you to finally see me, waiting to wrap you in a blanket of sunshine. And if it's okay, I'd like to do one or two more. What can I do here? Tell me what's.
Absolutely. Take your time.
Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I think I'll just do these two. As I mentioned, I've been in a wheelchair for a while now, and my friend Yvonne used to always talk about how energetic and stuff I was, and so she knew me as that transition was happening, and I knew it was going to happen because I knew I had MS, and it was only a matter of time before I wound up in this wheelchair. And I get sick of people always wanting to know, what does that mean to have MS? So I wrote this poem. MS is one of many diseases that is not a natural occurring disease. It's something that needs a trigger. And most of you that are in these little boxes I see out there have part of that trigger in your mouth. Mercury, which is not allowed in any toxic waste dump that's legal in the world. If your teeth are strong enough and you're young enough, please do yourself a favor and get it removed. Anyway, this is called, they call it the margin of acceptable risk. That's what they say when they develop these cure-all things, and that a certain percentage of the people cannot handle it and will die as a result of the so-called cure-all. That's called the margin of acceptable risk. So the poem is called "The Sister Ain't Quitting" or "Life Dodging the Margin of Acceptable Risk." Been living my life on borrowed time. Go to sleep exhausted, and I still wake up feeling tired, beat up and almost knocked down from doing the MS shuffle. Got tossed around, tricked, caught up, and sucked into what could be my own demise, disguised by an innocent-looking smile on the iron jewels of science. And any fool knows that science never lies. But one taste of truth forced me to look at their toxic delusions, and blam! I opened my mouth and saw the fake beauty of all that mercury staring back at me. Sitting there, just as cold and bold as it wanted to be, an enemy had moved in and made itself at home in my teeth. I was caught and trapped by a medical fantasy of Venus flytrap, and now all their pretty mercuries really got a hold on me. Even after all my shucking and jiving and ducking and denying and trying to make every kind of outlandish bargain with God, there's still no place I can hide because I'm still waking up tired and still find myself riding in the margin of their acceptable risk. Acceptable by whose definition? Marginal compared to what? Me? Are they really talking about me? Not this sister? Can't be not me, but who? Watch your back. Because there's always some mad scientist cooking up some new strange brew in his cauldron of doom, and Dr. Strangelove wants to try it all out on you. Oh, no, can't be. Not here in the land of the free. That kind of stuff just doesn't happen today. But dodging the margin is acceptable, but to who? When science is God, the margin gets hazy. It's a racket, a scam, a multi-million-dollar game. The whole concept is inhumane. It's mad. It's completely insane. It's crazy. The margin of acceptable risk is anywhere the powers that be want it to be, and they want it anywhere there's a profit to be made. It's all about money, 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 money all the way to the grave. Like the so-called benevolent syphilis experiment in Tuskegee. Only this time their experiment is me. And it's as movable and obscene as a corporate baron's morality and as clean as the untested miracle of the estrogen dreams. As unasked for and unnecessary as the cruel gift of Agent Orange, and as evil as dumping on unsuspected farm workers sitting like ducks stuck being sprayed by cops. Being sprayed picking crops. This is a nightmare in real time, and unfortunately, this time it's my time. The margin is a very forgive me. The margin is a very profitable lie. It's as sick can go. Look at me, I'm living proof. All this drama ain't no joke. It's anything the scientific community claims to be, and whatever they claim it to be. And as long as it's done for their financial gain in the name of their progress, and the only real casualties are you, our neighbors and friends and me, seems to be the margin of acceptable risk is whatever they can get away with. And they get away with it all the time. So here I be. Still tired, almost whipped, caught up, and all wrapped up, locked in the temple of some invisible madman's technology. Just one more insignificant waste of their corporate space, another loud-mouthed expendable artist, a marginal target sitting in the center of their bullseye, but I refuse to go out living my life like some sacrificial lamb in the margin of their acceptable risk. Just a new age human receptacle or toxic waste dump on legs, hidden away in some unethical but scientifically acceptable deception. I don't know what they've been smoking, but my life ain't no joke, and as long as there's one of us strong enough to write this poem, I'm going to be a thorn in all their self-righteous myths. This sister wasn't born to quit. And even though I still make up and wake up, sometimes I wake up tired, and MS may steal some of my fire. I plan to live my life right up to the day that I die, and I know MS may eventually get the best of me. But until the White Citizens Council unanimously elects a blue-black man imperial grand dragon of the Ku Klux Klan, the margin of acceptable risk will continue to be completely unacceptable. I want to close out with this last one here. My grandson said that I better do this. It's called the We of Us because, a lot of us suffer under the illusion that we're discovering something the first. The reality is that we're part of a continuum, and it's bigger than you and me. So this is called the We of Us, and thank you for letting me do what I do, and just thank you. Oh, I'll put my poetry. I do a poetry series once a month. It's the fourth Saturday, and I would love it if the Ngoma Hill would be one of the features next month, if it's possible. And we have 4 features and 10 open mics, and we've been doing it for quite a while. We used to be in a library, but since the pandemic, now it's on Zoom. And so it's all over the world. Unmesh, you see down in there, has been one of our features. And there's been several people that are sitting there now who have been features on that thing. But anyway, so it's called the We of Us. When I write, I dress yesterday's visions in today's rhythms, and I tap dance all over the page with every poem. And with every single word I write, I am reliving everything these culturalist cultures have tried their best to bury and replace with the sadness of their emptiness. And I continue to sing, keeping the ancestors alive by singing their songs, expanding tradition with new words in strange lands. I am the recognition of all the traditions the soulless have tried to erase. But with a giant thank you in our hearts, we joyfully climb out of the acceptable respectability of their passionless graveyards and are reborn in every poem we write. We sing to you through the rhythmic fire of samba. Every rumba reinstates your presence in our DNA. We cry the unashamed truth of the bluest of blues, exploding like La Bomba in the face of colonial insanity, and boldly fight the power with doo-wop, hip-hop, and jazz. I refuse to silently accept the unacceptable suicidal demise of our existence when every single day I can taste the we of us. Striving. We are more than just surviving. We are cultural alchemists, an undeniable force of creativity and motion. And through our creativity, we decolonize our legacy and free our minds and spirits. We are a whole lot more than you and me. It's all about the you in me, the me and you, the we of us, writing our way out of the delusion of manifest destiny, self-righteous madness, and reinvigorating the dreams our ancestors died for. I thank you for listening to my words. I'll put my website in the chat and my book. And if you get a copy of my book, I'll be very, very happy. And thank you once again. And Ngoma, I'm so glad we finally got to meet, even if it's on the Zoom thing. But anyway, I'm going to shut up and put that in there. And she was talking about the PayPal thing. For me, you have to put my first and last name, which I never use except for that. I'll put that in the chat as well. So thank you for listening. And with that, I do this.
Oh my gosh, you guys, unmute your mics. Give it up, please, for Avotcja, our second.
God.
Oh my God, so
How
great.
lucky are we? Oh,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yes, 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 yes. So much of it, right?
I'm unmuted.
Avotcja.com, Avotcja.org, AVOTCJA, Avotcja.org is her website. Please do that. You can get her here. What I'll do is I'm gonna copy this, Avotcja, and I'm gonna put it in the event for tonight on Facebook, so that if y'all did not have a chance to check out the Facebook link, the page for tonight, please do so. It has all of her stuff on there for her book, for her website, all of that stuff. There, paste. Okay.
Also, mention the PayPal thing. I put first the spelling of first, my first and last name in there, and that's Avotcja Libro at PayPal. So, but anyway, but I prefer it if you get my book. That makes me happier, and it's also make my publisher happier too. And the last poem was the only one that I did today that wasn't from the book. That's from a book that's coming out pretty soon called Oaktown Mosque at Pura Candela. But anyway, it's there. Thank you once again.
So in lieu of tips, just go buy the book. In fact, buy 2 copies, please, and gift one away. It is the absolute best way we can celebrate and support the artists in our community is by purchasing their books and by sharing their work. Poetry without distribution is bullshit. Melissa May Dunn said that, and I firmly believe that. So please, please just support the poets. Think about it. It's a cup of coffee or 2 at Starbucks. It's a couple gallons of gas. Like realistically, what are we talking about? Put it in perspective. Feed your brain with so much more than you're going to get in a couple cups of coffee from Starbucks. So if we had the hat going around, we would put tips in. So in lieu of tips, please just go get her book. Don't do nothing. Please do that. Baba Ngoma Hill's book is also available. The links for that are on the event page. And Ngoma07 is his Cash App. You can leave tips for him. But just do yourself a favor and get the books. I mean, this is not a small book. This is a huge book. It is full of everything you never knew you needed to know, and we don't know what we don't know. So do yourself a favor, feed your brain, and become a blessing for someone else based on the knowledge that you acquire from these poets. There is no way to reproduce what happened tonight. This is such a special thing from folks who have so much, done so much, learned so much, lived so much. And so thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know Michael's super excited, and Generalissimo was fan-guying all night. Thank you so much for being here. Baba Ngoma Hill and Avotcja, thank you for this. We will go ahead and post this to our YouTube page. It will also be available on our Facebook page. You can send the link to anyone you want, and they can watch it. They do not need a Facebook account. So feel free if you wanted to share that, you can do that. All right, we've got 2 more featured readers on the open mic tonight. We have Unmesh Mohitkar all the way from India, and Robert F. Is going to close us out this evening. So we only have 2 more if you want to hang in there, and then we'll do a good night toast and we'll bid everyone a farewell for the evening. Unmesh, how are you? I miss you.
Yeah, me too, Marisa. Nice to see you. Hello, Avotcja, Baba. You were amazing. Okay, here. Okay, let me read my poem. I won't take much time. I am standing alone on the bank of the river. There are steps leading to the river, blue-colored, wooden, empty benches in waiting for a company. On the right, there is an old bridge. Adjacent to it is the towering new bridge overshadowing the old bridge. These are difficult times for the things that are old. No repairs, just replacement is the mantra in vogue. I saw a man walking on the river. He was not gliding, but walking. The river is not in a pristine condition. Water is green. I can see green and yellow plants floating. They are trying to put the river into submission. But how can a man walk on the river? The bypassers were not surprised. They were looking at the river as if nothing has happened, as if walking on the river was as common as walking on the street. Is it possible that he was seen only to me? The rest of the world is oblivious to the man walking on the green river. Or is this the ghost on the bridge they can't stop talking about? Or am I looking at an alien? A writer to the core. I like that idea. Or is this quantum mechanics, someone walking somewhere and appearing on the other place at the same time? Now, let's not stress about quantum mechanics or cat in the box experiment. I wave the river walker. The river walker waves back. He seems to be surprised, happy and scared at the same time. Surprised that someone saw him. Happy that he is no longer a secret. Scared that he is no longer a secret. Slowly, he disappears into the green river. One day, the river will disappear. The man walking on the river dies with the dead river, killed by the man walking on the street, driving a car, you and me. All of us. All of us. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Oh, Unmesh, yes. Oh, I love it. You should put out a whole LP, an entire recording track. Yes. Your poetry now has become so incredibly colorful and like I feel it. Oh my God. Like the other day I heard a poet talking about something that was like made me feel creepy crawly. And I was like, oh my God, it's like Unmesh's bedbug poem. So like he is feeling a response, an emotional, physical response to poetry. You do that in such a way that is just, it's just memorable and wonderful. And so thank you. And I'm so excited that that Unmesh, Let's Unmesh Life is taken off and is doing so well. And the Saturdays I can make it, I really do try to get there. So thanks for coming here on your morning.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Marisa. And I just wanted to highlight that the support which I have got from the poetry community, I think it's really awesome. So I am blessed. That is what I always say. So thanks, everyone. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And Unmesh has a book as well. So you can get Light Shadow Life is a great book. So if you are interested in getting Unmesh's book, please do. But let's go. All right. To close us out tonight, we got Robert F. And then we'll do a little good night toast and bid everyone adieu for the evening.
Good evening. I'm Robert Fleming, a word artist from Delaware. Would I be able to share the screen?
I just clicked the button for you.
Thank you. So I'm going to share one of my favorite poems and my response to it. It was written by John Berriman. The Dream Songs, number 14. Life friends, is boring. We must not say so. After all, the sky flashes, the great sea yearns. We ourselves flash and yearn. And moreover, my mother told me as a boy, repeatedly, ever to confess you're bored means you have no inner resources. I conclude now I have no inner resources because I am heavy bored. Peoples bore me. Literature bores me, especially great literature. Henry bores me with plights and gripes as bad as Achilles, who loves people and valiant art, which bores me. And the tranquil hills and gin look like a drag, and somehow a dog has taken itself and its tail considerably away into mountains or sea or sky, leaving behind me, wag. And this was a response I wrote to that poem in 1996, the gay song. Being gay, friends, is not easy. We must not say so. After all, gays are bone and bend. We ourselves are bashed and bent. And moreover, as nobody told me as a boy, never, ever to confess you're gay means you are a stupid ass faggot. I conclude now I am a stupid ass faggot because I have come out. Playboy bores me with all its hot pussy. Heterosexuals bore me, especially great heterosexuals. Hugh Hefner bores me with his bunnies, as bad as Anita Bryant, who loves oranges and the First Amendment, which bores me. And the refuges of Key West and Palm Springs look like a drag, and somehow a donkey and an elephant have taken their asses and tusks considerably away into the Congress or Senate or Supreme Court, leaving behind gays. Shit. Thank you for letting me share one of my favorite poems by John Barrowman. And my next publication will be in Synchronized Chaos sometime this month. Greetings from Delaware.
All right, let's go. Always encouraging our gay community to come out and use their words to represent themselves, their feelings, of course, the growth and the process that is necessary in the queer community. So thank you so much, Robert, for your contribution. All right, so we're going to end tonight, but before we do, I want everyone to unmute, if you would, please, and let's give a big round of applause for our two features this evening, Baba Ngoma Hill and Avotcja.
Yeah.
God,
Oh yeah. What a great night.
Yeah, absolutely tremendous. Just one for the ages, folks.
What a special night. Don't forget,
Absolutely.
next week we've got Prince McNally. Oh my God, I apologize because I didn't look at that before now. Am I muted? Did it skip again, or am I okay? Next weekend, Sky's the Limit and Prince McNally are going to be here. So come back next Saturday night for that incredible double feature. All right, does everyone have a glass or something to toast to, and we will toast to end the evening. All right. This is an old Gaelic toast. Here's to health in your company and one for the lasses. Let's drink and be merry, all of our glasses. Let's drink and be merry, bad thoughts to refrain, for we may or may not ever all be here again. This has been the Word is Right's double feature open mic featuring Baba, Ngoma, Hill, and Avotcja. I'm your host, Marissa Prada. I'll see you next time. Peace and blessings, everyone.
Stay safe, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.
Thanks, Marissa.